founder of many organizations. The first one is my car dealership, online shopping and shipping company. That's the first one. Members International Club Holdings Group Limited, MIC Holdings Group Limited. That's the capitalist side of it, which I practice capitalism, but the socialism side of it is where I am setting up a religious organization called Royal Kingdom of God World Empire Limited that came out of the Holy Bible that speaks about how the kingdom of God should operate, as how it should truly operate. But the church operates very differently from how the kingdom really truly operates in detail. It seems like a call dropped confidence.
Yeah, sorry, someone was calling me on the top of the call.
Yes, yes. So as I was now saying to you now, we are setting up a series of for-profit and not for-profit organizations, basically.
Right.
And I would also consider myself going into social entrepreneurship for social to do social good in the communities that I will be sharing with you today, definitely this afternoon. So Royal Kingdom of God World Empire is a spiritual and religious organization that will bring some level of morality and guidance to how we will operate as a royal priesthood, a holy nation, a peculiar people, a set apart people, a people of greatness, to bring forth the glory of the King and to reflect the kingdom political ideology, because a lot of times people think that the Bible is only a religious book. It's a constitution of the kingdom with laws and bylaws and rules and regulations. And just to let you know, the original church in the early church, they had a senate in the church, just like how the Jamaican parliament have a senate, just like how the American government, every government in the world have a senate. The original church in Rome had a senate in the church. A lot of people don't know that, basically. So it was a full government, just with different ministries of government. So we are returning back to the old system of how government and the kingdom of God should be organized, how it should be function, as the Bible says, that wealth and riches should come into your house, but a lot of persons, they don't know how that is to happen. They just see it in the Bible, but they don't know what it means and how to bring those wealth and riches into their houses. There are a lot of spiritual work that you will have to do to ensure that the money will flow into your house and wealth and riches will come into your house and into your life. I've done a lot of study about spirituality, about Christianity and religion, and the different aspects of Christian spirituality. I've begun to study from about 3 years or more now, and I have gotten some serious knowledge concerning it. And so far, we have begun to launch the series of organizations, beginning with these, how should I say, 5 major organizations apart from my for-profit company. As the first one is, and we are setting them up all at the same time because we don't have time to waste. I can't manage to go and set up them one by one. We are just setting up everybody together. Because I don't have the time to go through one by one, because they're to be honest with you, they're all linked together. They're like a group of companies and they're all interconnected together.
I wanted to interrupt, if you may, just one. This brother Prince Will in Eastern Nigeria, the Biafra land. He's a broadcaster of a company called Bantu Voice.
Yes.
Which covers the 400 million people of Southern and Central Africa. So he'll be the one going forward to forward information to, because it's important Jamaica, 3 million black people with a large diaspora. Connect to Africa, the Bantu people. He has the biggest. He's basically connecting you all, Jamaica to Biafra and the Bantu people. So you work together because I'm in the USA. It's not like Jamaica 90% black. It's hard to get support, but this was the main reason for the call. So I'd hoped Africa and Jamaica could connect.
Yeah.
Majority black communities that work together behind the scenes, not wait for me to make the call, just work behind the scenes. He has his own media. He's an accomplished businessman. So maybe y'all work something out consistently, and pass it to the next generation.
Definitely. Just to let us all know, we will look forward to work together. Anyone who looks forward to, because our vision, Prince Will, what we are looking to do at the main movement, which is Royal Kingdom Empire Movement, RKM Limited, is to create a movement of a global movement that will empower all people to be financially well off in life. That is one of the main concerns that people have been telling me. People don't learn in school money management. They don't learn how to create wealth. They are taught a system that oppresses them and keeps them poor. And because of these things that have been begun to understand, that is one of the main mission of Royal Kingdom Empire Movement, is to empower people financially, to have money, to understand how to create real wealth. You understand? From once you can liberate and set people free, give them financial freedom, show them different programs. Let us set up different programs, different initiatives that can help to empower people to live a better quality of life worldwide at RKM Global. And basically, we will become even greater, and focusing specifically on our black nation, just like how you have in the Muslims, they call the Nation of Islam. You understand? We could say the nation of Africans and African descendants. You understand? We look forward to especially put our focus on empowering our race, our people, definitely, and looking at different ways how we can uplift ourselves both spiritually, socially, and economically / financially and otherwise.
And it was called the Empire of Jamaica, correct, as well? That was one of the names?
Yes, we will be setting up what we are doing right now at Royal Kingdom Empire Movement is that we are launching the movement that will go global, like what is that Marcus Garvey did with the UNIAACL. But what we understand about America, the American market, and is that I remembered what Confidence told me about the separatist way, how separatist and exclusive way how the American government look at Marcus Garvey and Darwinism. So Royal Kingdom Empire Movement, which came out of the Bible and blending the political ideologies of Marcus Garvey, which is socialism, and Pan-Africanism that his party is founded on, which is People's Political Party here in Jamaica. We will be looking forward to create a system through Royal Kingdom Empire Movement that will cover up that aspect that people in America, and you hear governors in America talk about Marcus Garvey, which is a good thing, but some people are afraid of what will happen, that if too many black people get too rich, you understand, through socialism and Pan-Africanism, through those political ideologies mixed with capitalism, and teaching the black man to become rich, teaching them, open up their eyes to the global financial markets. teaching them how they can create real wealth and empowering them in that way. So that is what we are looking to do at Royal Kingdom Empire Movement in association with a subsidiary organization that is called Focus on Positive Change and Transformation Limited. That is what FPTC Limited, that is what we look to do, trading as FPTC International. Definitely.
Oh,
So just to let us know about this organization. So we are currently registering members, getting members. We're looking forward to get as many members on board now. We need as many persons to come on board as members of Royal Kingdom Empire Movement Limited and Focus on Positive Change and Transformation Limited. Right now, as well as we are looking to launch a charity also, which is called Royal Kingdom Foundation Limited here in Jamaica, and we will be going globally with that charity to raise donations towards our political party that we plan to form, an international political party that will go into create the empire of Jamaica, including that the Haitian people will get a proper government, because we know the government in Haiti is very weak. We have heard, we have seen comments on social media. The Haitian people are commenting that they wish that they had a government as strong as the Jamaica Labour Party led, Andrew Holness led government, which is going to develop this country by now in 2030 into a far more, I think we would reach a second world country at least. We would not no longer be third world. We'll be moving to at least second world status. I am 100% based on the vision that the Prime Minister has said that he has for the country. It should be at least like Brazil. Reach at how Brazil, because Brazil is not a first world country, it's a second world country. That I know to date. I don't know if they have moved up because of BRICS to first world standard, but I know the last time I checked, they are a second world country. So we become like Brazil. Something like Brazil, basically.
Yeah. Can I come in? Okay. Go on. Sorry, give me the time to speak. You can proceed.
Go ahead, Sprints. We are listening.
Yeah. Actually, I've not really introduced myself to everyone in the forum, this conference call. My name is Prince Richard, and just as Mr. Confidence have introduced me, I hail from the southeast Nigeria, the area known as Biafra, the Bight of Biafra.
Yes.
I've worked with Confidence for years now. I've been working with Confidence and worked as a team, as a brother.
Yes.
And then, of course, I have been projecting the interests of the Bantu people of Africa.
Yes.
I am one of the campaigner of the Bantu project. I also run a media named Bantu Voice TV. Bantu Voice TV. Yeah, on YouTube. We're on YouTube, 37,000 subscribers.
I will subscribe.
Yeah, thank you very much. Subscribe and join our membership.
And we will tell all members here, and I also ask that you will join Royal Kingdom Empire Movement as an official member. And we will support each other.
Yeah. Actually, now I'm a member of the Black People's Movement. Mr. Confident, you're aware of that. I'm a member of Collective Black People's Movement. Don't know if you heard of it before. So, I'm a member. Yeah, and I work closely with Mr. Confidence on the African project. He has done enough. Mr. Confidence has been protecting the interests of the Black people, the Africans, right from when I knew him in the year 2019.
That
We've
is
been
good.
working together. So I will want this team, we should come up with concrete uh, things that will benefit not just us as a team, but will benefit our regions, especially the regions I have influences as the southern Cameroon and the the eastern Nigeria, let me put it that way. The eastern Nigeria, the English people of Cameroon and the current southeast, south Nigeria were part of the old eastern region. They were part of the eastern region. And these tribes are in the bite of Biafra. So I work together. I have influences in this area. I believe that's the reason why Mr. Confident reached out to me the year 2019. I've been working together on that. Yeah, so I'm very happy for this meeting. I'm very happy to meet you guys. I don't know the other person, Muzaza. I'm happy to meet you. I'm happy to meet you tonight. So
Definitely.
I
I
just
have the yeah.
I
All
wanted
right.
to
You can
interject.
go on ahead, Mr. Computer.
Yes,
All right.
to clarify, brother Prince Will, he's the Collective Black People's Movement is the database for the UNIA in Atlanta. We had been working together on our own UNIA based in the connection of the Bantu people, the Kushites or the Sahel people, and the diaspora. So we were involved in things like bringing the Black Panthers to Nigeria's security idea, and then it spread to this through the Sahel. They had their own security idea. Now working with the Bantu people, which Brother Muzaza is from Zambia, and the Bantu people. Um, that is together we're about 400 million people in Africa, so it's a large market. And he's bringing a lot of countries together when he gets a chance to speak. And he's very interested in the stock market, which helps communities create sovereign wealth, funds, and
Yes.
treasuries. And even if you don't call it UNIA in the Jamaica, we all know it's part of the government there. The UNIA, all the documents are there. UNIA was a human rights organization. It had its own courts and liberty halls and town halls and African courts and royal court receptions and banquets. Everything Africans used to do, have our own. We didn't need the United Nations. We had our own Declaration of Rights. So it's important, no matter what you call it, just that Jamaica is attached to the Bantu people as part of, just like a province. As
Definitely.
yeah, you have control over whatever it's called. But at the end of the day, black woman, black man marry each other. We build wealth, we pass it
Just like
down.
a federal government.
Yeah, yeah. It's a government, yeah. And so it's just important that you all stick together and work together because it's not a dictatorship. If I have to, if I'm not supposed to be calling and telling people what to do. So I just set up the call so that people could work together without me. I do have a constitution, and uh, I've given some ideas of the stock market to Brother Muzaza, and he can speak on it, on what he wants to do, because he started a group. But I think everybody here has something to contribute, from Jamaica to the Bantu Voice to Zambia's the Kazungula district. That's where four countries meet each other, and it's the Bantu culture. And they're near South Africa. We know what's going on there, but he has a lot of countries that are majority Black Africans. And I think it's time that he can speak. But I want you all to work together. When I'm out the picture, I think things will work out well.
Well, what we are looking to really do, we are looking to what I learned about working together. We can all work together from once we have a clear sense of direction and the working relationships between all of us. Basically, we have to clearly understand how the working relationships are, that there will be no conflict of interest. That is one thing that we operate, because that's one of the things at Royal Kingdom Empire Movement. We look to work with everybody who is about progress, about Pan-Africanism, about, you know, the betterment of the black man and all people overall, including other races, you know, because we do have other people around us that are living in African countries, like the Arabs and Caucasians that are in African countries. So we're looking to work with all people from once they have the same mindset as us. You know, just similar to what in a political party, the people would have to have the similar mindset to become a member of that political party, which we at Royal Kingdom Empire Movement do plan to start Royal Kingdom World Empire, RKW. And you may wonder why the name RKW. But the name came out of the Holy Bible about when Adam and Eve fell into out of what should we say now? It is the kingdom ideology. They broke God's law, which they call sin, but it's basically they broke God's law. And not just that alone, Lucifer directly decided that I am not going to bow to Emperor Adam and Empress Eve. They were the first earthly king of kings in the earth. A lot of people don't know that, because the mind of God was for them to come on this earth, that thy kingdom come on the earth, and God created his first earthly emperor and empress over all the different kingdoms of the world, all the different kingdoms he presided over in the world. So that is the mind of God. That is why we call the first organization, if you notice the name, Royal Kingdom of God World Empire Limited. And out of it will come the movement, which is Royal Kingdom Empire Movement, which is the financial empowerment arm of the organization. We'll also be doing civil society work, human rights, everything like those areas. We'll be doing fighting for human rights and protecting the life, liberty, property, and the pursuit of happiness of all citizens. At Arkham Jamaica, Arkham Caribbean, and Arkham Global, at all three arms of Arkham Limited as an international organization.
Okay.
Definitely.
I have to interject. Brother Muzaza, are you there? Are you available to speak, Trevor?
Yes, I'm around. Greetings to all. Surely I joined late. Principal, I can see you. Yes, I've heard about the Royal Kingdom, which seems to be something, a platform that us in the Southern have been looking forward to. Basically, on the ground, we are much on the ground, not really on social media and all that, but on the ground, we are working with the already established chiefdoms. We have got loyal chiefs that are on our side. So basically, the connection is between Zambia, Namibia, Botswana, and Zimbabwe, and we're on the traditional part. So with this introduction of the Royal Kingdom, I see a way forward where the Pan-African idea can really go through. You know, from our side, we are just more like farmers. So definitely, let me just hear more about how you have the picture towards the SADC area.
Okay. So yes, so I have a question for you, Mr. Senior.
Yes, go ahead.
Yes, sir. I am saying to you now, so the name of your organization that you are a part of, in which country are you located?
I'm located in Zambia,
Okay.
but yes. So we're having currently 4 countries.
Yes. So the 4 countries
that
here and
yes.
yes, I'm saying the 4 countries are Zambia, and plus the 3 others are as follows.
Zimbabwe, Botswana, and Namibia.
Okay, okay. So that is in Southern Africa.
Southern Africa, yes.
Okay, so the another question is the name of the organization and the purpose of the organization.
So far, the name of the organization we are using the already established UNIAACL, of which we say it's as a chapter of Kazungura chapter. So like what we've been trying to come up with, but confidence.
Yeah.
And the purpose we're just trying to be, self-reliance. Like we are too much reliance on the white organization and all that. So we are trying to come up with how we can come as brothers with African ideas and so forth.
Yes, definitely.
Yes.
We share your ideas, Mr. Senior, and we look forward to partner with you towards progress of the African for African unity. That is what we look forward for, just as which Nkrumah envisioned when they came together in Addis Ababa. I think it was in 1957 when they formed the Organization of African Unity in Addis Ababa, which now became the African Union.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. So basically, on the background, we are trying to establish a link where these four countries will have just easy access to cross to cut out the border territories. I'll just have easy access for me to move to this other country and do trade options and so forth. So basically, we're trying to look at culture, even stock market options that we can come up with in order for us just to be self-reliant. That's how it is.
Definitely self-reliance, definitely. Definitely. We strongly believe and support self-reliance as Marcus Garvey strongly believe in self-reliance, and we will look forward to implement different policies, programs, and initiatives as I as founder as of Royal Kingdom Empire Movement Limited, and out of it coming the political party that will unite, that will look to be an international political party. It will be the first that it will be registered here at the Electoral Commission of Jamaica, and then we will be proceeding to have those the same political party RKW be registered in those other African countries, definitely, such as Zambia and other countries, and across Africa. We need to unite the African continent basically, and see how we can get more trade moving. As Prime Minister Mia Butley is a big advocate for it happening, and making it become a reality. And Prime Minister Ralph Gonsalves, Dr. Ralph Gonsalves of the St. Vincent and the Grenadines, when he was invited, it was I think in last week or the other week, he was in Addis Ababa, basically. So we fully support it, and we look forward to working together and form a global movement here at RKM Global.
Wonderful. Then for us, we'll just be on our ears, so to see how we can collaborate and make this movement a success, like on our territory here in the southern region.
Definitely. And I'm asking permission that I can add you to the Royal Kingdom Empire movement, as we are going through the process of setting up the movement itself right now with the creation of the WhatsApp group. We're also going to create the official Facebook business page, and also the Instagram and the TikTok, and Instagram, TikTok, and X pages, official business pages for the all the organizations, as I as founder of all these organizations, and we look to take a selfless approach to how we manage the resources that will be pouring into Royal Kingdom Empire Movement and its foundation, which is Royal Kingdom Foundation Limited, and out of it will come the political party, which is RKW / RKW Party. We look forward for that becoming a successful reality, as though we know to be able to build a strong political party, we have to have financial, socio-economic / financial inclusion. Financial inclusion is one thing that all Africans need to have, after receiving political independence as republics such a long time ago. That so many Africans, not all, but some do have, are still living below the poverty line and having issues where food is concerned and other areas, water and malaria and certain things in different parts of Africa. So from once we will work together to solve these global problems and seek to raise capital to do so through Royal Kingdom Foundation Limited, and also the movement that persons would contribute, because one of the areas that we will be big on in at Royal Kingdom Empire Movement Limited, RKM Limited, is setting up many cooperative societies. We'll be big on cooperative societies, industrial and provident societies, friendly societies. We will be also advocating for the government of Jamaica to amend the Companies Act to allow for the creation of employee-owned companies, which is a special purpose for the creation of wealth. So if for example, in Jamaica under our Companies Act, which allows companies to form here in Jamaica, the law allows for up to 20 shareholders per limited company under our law, under the Jamaican Companies Act. Just to let you know, so we know that is a hindrance to progress, to bring forth a type of socialism that our people need, and knowing that how can we lift them out of those which have are in poverty to a life of prosperity, especially some of them which are in Africa, which are living on $1, $5, $10 a day. How can we create different programs to improve the overall quality of their lives? So I was looking at a video in what is the name of the country next to Rwanda. The poorest African country is the Republic of what is it
Sudan,
name?
DRC, South Sudan.
Not Sudan. The poorest African country, and they said
Burundi,
it is the poorest.
Burundi.
Burundi, yes, Burundi is the poorest country in the whole world. It is said that Burundi is the poorest in the whole world, basically.
Well,
So what we and for that, and it because Burundi said that it does not have any natural resources. So you could be big on farming, you could be big on tourism, you can be big on IT. You have to look at different ways to grow the Burundian economy, because look at Rwanda. Rwanda is next to Burundi, and yet Rwanda did not find oil. And look at how the Republic of Rwanda is very stable, and their economy is growing. So Burundi can get at needs. What Burundi really needs is solid management. From once you can manage the resources of Burundi very well, very effectively and efficiently, and bring forth a type of socialism and Pan-Africanism political ideology to the people, then you can mix with capitalism, specifically state capitalism, where the government takes in all its people and provide collect taxes from the people, but not tax the people too much, but tax the people in a way that they will be
Oh,
getting back benefits from their government, and they will set up a bank or a fund and say, all right, or a sovereign wealth fund, and say, all right, we will take this money from the sovereign wealth fund and will provide business loans and business grants to all citizens of Burundi, and the same thing across the entire RKM Global and the political party RKW.
okay.
So we need to move into that direction to be moved to be into socialism, to spread wealth to all our people.
Okay.
That
Hello.
is the way to lift them out of poverty to a life of great wealth
Okay.
and prosperity.
Okay. I think I'd like to move to close, but
Yeah.
there is this is 2025. We got 3 months. With the UNIA ACL, it's more, you know, we're more based on, basically traditional courts, community. We preventing genocides. We got several
Yeah.
genocides going on. We're more traditional government. We meet at the village level. We develop things. We prevent genocide by meeting, but we don't really engage in political parties. Now, if people decide to go into that, and that changes their whole calendar and election cycles, they have to move on that. But political parties haven't worked in Africa, and as we speak, we're talking about federations and changing the borders. We have something called the Sahel Alliance, which is might be 11 countries merging together. But
Oh,
it's a lot of things going on right now in Africa where I'm gonna you guys can work together and create work jobs group, but there's like an urgency going on right now, and I think Nigeria has an election 2027, and there's been talks of war with Niger, and we have an urgency with the UNIA. We more into developing people to be more like prevent genocide. And we move them around to talk to people, and really that's one of the main goals. But we could close out, and I think brother Prince Will does media where he could broadcast a message, and Muzaza he does. He's adamant on the stock market and the UNIA structure that we're working on. Now, if you guys talk and you guys decide a different way to go, that's okay. But it just if we stay on the phone talking about it, we could be here for hours. But in the background, y'all could talk, and I'm gonna move on to the other calls. But yeah,
definitely.
this was just an introduction. I think we accomplished.
To interject to bring. So I can just add all of you to RKM to the group,
Oh
basically then.
wait, not don't you can add those two brothers where they work together. But I'm part of I'm organizing primarily the UNIA, and then I'm moving different. I'm moving by myself basically. I'm organized. I'm not dedicated to any one organization. So I got time.
What I'm saying to you, confidence, we would want to have you as a RKM member that we can communicate in the group. That is what I'm saying. Just
No,
like I'm a part of your group on WhatsApp, I would like you to be a part of RKM on RKM's WhatsApp group, and when we also form the Facebook group for RKM Global, you'll also be a member of that group also. That's what I'm saying. So we're looking to create synergies and going forward together.
no, what is going on? But I invited Ganguja years ago to do the UNIA in Jamaica, and then he told me that his phone was broken and this and that, and then I invited him again to this group today. I thought it was going to be a UNIA call, but that it wasn't. And what's going on in Jamaica right now is that there's a lot of Igbo people in Jamaica that wanted to work on this together, and people have been avoiding them. Like, you guys could literally do face to face conversations with people from Nigeria and from Igbo land in Jamaica, and I wouldn't have to make the calls. So that's what this call was about. And Ganguja left, and then it created confusion. Like Jamaica is, if one Jamaicans wanted to unite Africa, we wouldn't even have to be on WhatsApp together. You guys could have face-to-face conversations where, as maybe
That will
other
be a,
people can't do that.
listen, let you know. All of that is in the planning stage, but we want to get something done now. Because one thing I would like to let you know, confidence, is that we doing all of this now is that I, as the founder, I am doing planning where the money is going to come from to finance all of these policies, programs, and initiatives that will fund the organization. I am already thinking where all of the financing and funding will come from to make all of these meetings, all of these things become a reality. So we need to work together. You are at the UNIA, we are at RKM. You are a part of RKM, we are a part of UNIA. We are all creating partnership for prosperity. So all of us know what is happening in your organization, and you're a part of our organization. So it's like we're a coalition. We are a coalition to get moving forward together with one common goal, working together. You know, it's like an organization. You have different departments. Each department focus on one particular aspect of the organization's role to fulfill its mandate. That is what I'm saying.
Okay, and okay, I want to really blitz like move lightning fast. Um, the Caribbean, you living in the Caribbean, you might, and being Jamaican, you might have more access to Haiti, Haitian development, the Barbados development than us in the USA, because a lot of times once people from Africa and the Caribbean move to USA, they just forget about where they came from. So you living in there, you might have connections and be able to move things faster through the Caribbean than any of us can as far as development. But I know, and me and Trevor have been focused on this, that there's a stock market signal system where people can compound their wealth, invest and multiply their wealth. That's coming in January 2nd. So it's only 3 months away, and they're launching a signal system. So we're trying to get ready for that. We don't know how much to invest, but I know October, I think 6th is the next meeting. So a lot of we've been talking about this for years, and it's been so hard to create that we're really trying to focus on this, getting
What
this
is it
right.
about? What is that project about that you're working on? Is an investment project?
Yeah, stock market, stock options, where they send signals out, and you don't have to do a lot of analysis, but you can invest and then start compounding your wealth. But it's a black stock market network. They've been around for maybe 10 years, maybe longer, and it
Where
always
is
yeah.
where is it registered?
They're US based. I'm not sure if they're registered as one single company, but they might have multiple companies. But they're based in the USA. So that was the idea, is that it's decentralized, where we don't have to monitor people. Everybody can do their own thing and develop the wealth in their own company or community or network. Well, we really want to. This is like the battery for what everything we've been trying to do for years, as far as United States of Africa, United Kingdom of Africa, Thomas Communities League. So we have like urgent deadlines now at this point, because there's elections
Well,
coming. Yeah.
be a part of that investment project, because that is tied in with what we are doing here at RKM Limited, financial liberation of all Africans and African diaspora. You know, of all Black people who want to liberate them financially, you know, and socially, you know. So we would like to, at RKM, we would like to know about, you know, the investment project that you have doing now, that we can get our members here in Jamaica. Because what we're doing, we're going to cover the entire all 3 million people become members of RKM Limited, specifically because RKM Limited will be divided up into 3 areas, 3 divisions, which is RKM Jamaica, RKM Caribbean, and RKM Global. So we'll be focusing on RKM Jamaica and RKM all three areas, three YouTube channels, because the RChem Jamaica will be focusing on RChem Jamaica YouTube channel. Each of them will have their own YouTube channel focusing on that region. So if it's Caribbean wide, we're focusing on, we will have everything about RChem Caribbean YouTube channel. So
Trevor.
we are, yeah, we are regionalized.
So Trevor.
Market segmentation.
Trevor.
Yes, for the conference.
I think with your Kazungula district and with RKM Caribbean and Global, I think you two working together, that would be the best. Because I know
Yes.
we've been doing this for years, and I know Eboland and the USA, they'll say they were on board, and then things will disappear. Like Nigeria, a lot of people. Well, we have maybe 20 people in this group. No, and only a fraction showed up. So people you have to take people who show up, and work with them and see. You can't assume that something's going to expand because things change. People betray people. Things don't go your way sometimes. Politics and global, dynamics and sabotage, things happen. So I think with Kazungula district, that's a whole regional network that you have in Africa. And Brother Joel, you have a regional network in Jamaica and the Caribbean.
Yes.
We have to work on the rest of Africa, the Sahel, West Africa, and USA. But we can't assume. For example, the stock market people that they teach the thing, they're not necessarily Garveyites. They're just teaching you a skill. So you have to take it for what it is. You can't assume that everybody wants to be Garveyite or uplift black people in the way that is best for Jamaica. If it's in the USA, it's a whole different USA.
What about
Yeah.
what about the idea the American government do not to like
I mean,
Garvey's
no, it's Marcus Garvey. Marcus Garvey went into the Freemasons. He looked at the Constitution. He knew a lot about Africa, and he mixed them together. But in the USA, they went into the Freemasons, and they created something called the Ku Klux Klan. And they started adopting Greeks and philosophy and this and that, and they started killing black people who were trying to organize. So Marcus Garvey sat down with them. They're the first terrorist organization in the USA. It was white people marrying each other and killing black people, lynching them, taking their rights. So that's who Marcus Garvey sat down with. He said, "You guys really run the country." Malcolm X did too. He sat down with them, but that was one of the reasons Marcus Garvey got deported. They said, "Oh, he's sitting down with these terrorists," but he said, "No, that's who really runs the country." They've been marrying each other in secret and pulling the strings. So USA is not the land of liberty people think it is. It's secret societies and terrorism and injustice that has been documented. And Marcus Garvey, the system would work better in a place like Jamaica that's 90% black African.
and the Caribbean,
Yeah,
Africa.
it would work better. That's why I'm saying you guys are regional. You guys work together. We'll see what we can do in the USA. But the dynamic. That's why Jamaica's a special place. You can't find any city in the USA that's 3 million black people.
Oh.
You can't find that. New York, I think they had something similar, but they're all spread out. I don't think black people are not even the majority in New York. That's where Garvey was placed. So it's a misconception. It would have been better if he had stayed in Jamaica, but because the politicians and the elites chased him out. The people that didn't want to be black necessarily. That they said I'm brown and this and that. So that was that's why he had to leave. But now in social media and things have changed where you can call them out, but it would work better now. His ideas would work better in Jamaica now than America. So you guys got to stick together. Like you guys got to have each other's backs because
yes.
Yeah. And we'll see what we can do in USA, but you can't expect what works in I've explained it. It's a different sort of
Well,
circumstances.
I confidence because when I would have to send you a video. I watched it and I understand that the American government don't too like the idea of Marcus Garvey spreading his message about African unity and liberation and self-reliance and becoming so independent of the American government that you create your own economy, that you don't need the American mainstream economy to build what should we say now, a prosperous life for all its citizens.
Cuba, Haiti, Grenada. It's the same thing. Invaded Cuba, invaded Haiti, invaded Grenada. Now they're trying to invade Southern Caribbean again. So it's the same story, but it's competition. So, but yes, this is a success. If you guys keep communicating, it's success. It's that simple. But it's a
Definitely.
yeah. But I'm actually working on USA people as we speak, and even sometimes USA people have their different Caribbean and African connections that might not even want to work together. It's because people have their own networks, and that's been our issue. So I'm saying that you guys have a bird in hand, which is you all working together. And I think Prince Will can help broadcast it maybe in the West Africa.
Yes.
And we've been trying to get Burkina Faso and Haiti on board, but at this point you might have more success than us because I think it's been 1 or 2 years and we haven't even had consistent support from Haitians speaking with each other. Like they'll be in the forums together, they won't work together. Like, and we don't have the language issue. We need somebody to translate. They won't even work on that. So you might have
That
more success.
they speak French Creole.
French is like French patois. Haitian
They are French.
Haitian Creole is it's African and French mixed together. African words and grammar.
I understand. So what I want to just ask you, confidence. What's the support of Garvey's response in the black communities in where you are in your local area, right in Jacksonville? What is the response like? Are people responding to the message?
So Garveyism, I would Garveyism to mean different things to different people, but I would like to say for Pharaonic Garveyism, like the Pharaoh, the African fundamentalism, the idea of returning to African fundamentals. We have people embedded in the community that would receive it well, and they want to work on it. And I have a meeting tomorrow on it, but it's more like David and Goliath. Garvey is David in this case. Even if you have 50 million black people, which we have a percentage maybe. If we have a percentage of black people are still fighting, it's 300 million people. How many can you get? That's the challenge.
Well,
how many? Yeah.
I know for sure, confidence from once we can create wealth that will draw in the people. I am 100% sure.
Mm-hmm.
From what we have cheese, we know that who love cheese. Just as they said, I think what they say, the cat love cheese, yes, and love milk. So from once we have something to draw in the people, they will come on board because, as I have said, the very Bible tells us money answereth all things. So we have to solve the money problem amongst black people and liberate them financially from once we can bring some.
Now this would be this, brother. This is the thing. The ABAC was the stock market. If it could go into the Caribbean, the U.S. stock market, and you guys, your masters of math and sciences and education, even though sometimes it's the wrong education. You guys know you can master a system just like people in Africa, same people.
Yeah.
If you can master that system and spread it among the parishes and the neighborhoods, that's the next hustle.
Yes.
The stock market, the numbers. you can generate and compound and multiply wealth, and then you would have the ability to patrol and find the right people in the USA. It wouldn't be a rush thing. You leisurely, you could take your time, you could fly over, you can inspect the communities yourself, and instead of where Garvey did it from New York and he was inspecting the Caribbean would come be the headquarters of Africa and the North and South America working together. It would work better
In
coming out of
Jamaica.
in Jamaica. Even from Jamaica, you could go to Haiti, you could go to Cuba,
Yeah.
Panama, Belize, Costa Rica, all come from Jamaica. Then the Eastern Caribbean states is simple. 200,000 here, 100,000 there. That's the Eastern Caribbean states. So they're
I
smaller.
agree.
So
I
from
agree
Jamaica,
with you.
yeah, you can do it. But
Yeah,
it's
we
not,
can.
yeah, better
We
than USA even. Because yeah, I might if I've seen the maroon assemblies. Maybe 100,000 people show up. Is in
mm,
USA, or even if it's 5,000, 10,000 people show up. The USA, there's not really an African festival in that can say that. 10,000 people show up in an African revival family tree. Is not a. It's not. Garvey was a maroon too, and many people were born in Africa at that time. So he even went through an African ceremony where he was buried with the ancestors at nighttime, and he had to rise up out the grave. So that was an African ceremony. It's not the same in the USA. It's scattered, and it's not the same environment as the Caribbean.
oh, it's not the same. So tell me about the American reality with UNIA and the message of Garveyism and
I mean,
Pan-Africanism. What like
the
for
the
you? You going up there, telling people about it and
I mean
getting their support.
the UNIA, it has a constitution, it has a rule book. There's different UNIA groups now, but the essential idea that there was a chaplain and it was religious liturgy and chanting and memorization of the Bible and morals, and then you get married. You have a Christian life and you share your money with the wife, and the chaplain
Yeah.
is there. And they were trying to build an Orthodox church. All that is gone. It's just sometimes
But we
just
need
people.
to be back because at Royal Kingdom of God, World Empire Limited, we can have that Orthodox church set up in general to serve all of us, and we can agree on what will be in
Oh
that
yeah,
church. We can
I would say you guys started and don't look back, because
thank
if
you
you build
for
it, they will come. You build it, they will
the
come.
people will come.
But if you build it in USA, the people that might come, you're
The
right. They
people
might
will
come. They
walk.
might come with stones. So you got to be careful. So, but
Oh, you say so it's not as free speech with the Garveyism and the message of Marcus Garvey because the
we have a new brother. Well, I would say that I would say maybe we have. Uh-oh. Greetings, brother Abdullah.
Hello, everyone. Greeting, blessing. Right now, I'm sick. I'm not feeling well. So I will just turn off my microphone and then I will just listen in with us. Okay, guys.
Okay.
hello.
Yeah. Okay. We have a brother Abdullah. He's from Haiti, but he's in Barbados. That's a key combination. And
Yes.
I was just well, now that he's here, I was wanting to like we said, we didn't have a lot of cooperation between the Haitians, where we would have someone who could speak English and someone who could translate from Haitian Creole. One of our brothers in the forum, he's been since 2018. He's been in Burkina Faso. He's been in Mali, Zambia. Um, he's been all over Africa. Ivory Coast, where Sahel Alliance and Ivory Coast aren't getting along. I think he can make Haiti the center, Haiti the center of African unification. If we could get past the language barrier and we could have a strong team, just like you guys seem to have in Jamaica. We have a strong Haitian team working together. We already have people in position in West Africa where they could. It just needs finance, but he knows the countries well enough where he could take a Caribbean team to Burkina Faso, to Zambia, to Mali. The brother, he speaks Haitian Creole, so
Oh,
it's a language barrier. But if we can get him talking, maybe you guys text him in using Google Translate, and he'll respond. But things take finance, but he knows his way around Africa, and
okay.
that's something that the Caribbean. If we see that in the Caribbean, that changes the whole world because there's Kazangula district, there's multiple countries, there's East African Federation, and he has ties there. There's the Sahel Alliance, the Mano River Union, the Nigeria Federation, Ethiopian Federation, South Africa Federation. Um, where else? The Senegambia Permanent Secretariats. There's about maybe 10 federations in Africa. The Eastern Caribbean States Federation or organization, they're in Nigeria now. After the USA tried to intimidate them, they signed a deal with Nigeria to become, they're culturally connected, so they signed a deal. There's about 10
That is
federations in Africa overall now. So, and if we count the Kazangula district working together, that's one too. So if we can have if we can have Brother Abdullah and the Haitian in Barbados working with us, and Trevor, I don't know, we have to talk about the stock market going forward, and maybe have a call in your group. But the stock market is like the key. If we don't have that, if we don't use that, the engine's not going to start for a lot of things. Things will stagnate. We don't have time because we're working, but we need to turn that key. So that was
so true.
yeah. But
We will work
yeah,
with definitely because we look to we all share the same views, the same opinions, and we want to build something that is very strong, something that can last the test of time. And as I said, one of the main areas that I'm highly focused on is financial freedom, financial independence, and liberation of all our people. That is one of the areas we will put main focus on at Focus on Positive Change and Transformation Limited, which is a arm of RChem Global. That is one of the areas we must focus heavily on. And one of the areas we'll be doing is FX trading, foreign exchange trading. We'll be teaching financial literacy, financial education to all RChem members. All of those who come on the platform at RChem Global will be providing them with financial literacy and training and education to them that they'll be able to be financially literate, know to save, invest their money, and how we can work together in starting different, implementing different policies, programs, and initiatives, including cooperative societies that we can learn to work together through socialism, set up some socialist business organizations such as cooperatives, like in farming, a fisherman cooperative, owned by RChem and farms that are organized. Instead of organize it as a company, we organize it as a cooperative society that everyone can benefit basically from it instead of just one or two or three or four persons benefiting in a capitalist system that you would put it in a socialist business organization that all members benefit from the cooperative societies that we set up, as well as industrial and provident societies, friendly societies, and to send in to get the law amended, the Companies Act amended for the creation of employee-owned companies like Welch's Grape Juice in America, which is a employee-owned company.
okay, all right. I think if there's nothing else to say, we could close out. I would be sharing the link But Jamaica, I don't want to make it seem like I'm closing off prematurely. Jamaica is, it's just simple. Jamaica is like a key,
The
that's
head
a key
office.
country. That's why if we have them on board, it makes everything simpler. From Jamaica, you could get to Haiti with programs. Uh, then it's the Eastern Caribbean states, which are a lot of them. The biggest ones are 300,000 people, unless you count Trinidad, which is 1 million. But I know that there's some reports on Indian versus Black and case systems. I'm not sure what Trinidad. We'll see who could participate. It's up, I think, but Jamaica makes sense as a headquarters, and just to stay in contact with each other. That's the key. Um, now, I could, I would.
Marcus Garvey is Jamaican. He's right here from Jamaica. The perfect headquarters.
Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah, everybody knows that.
Everyone knows that. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. So was Duddy Bookman, who
definitely.
launched
I
the
see
Haitian
that Santa
Revolution.
Barbara would like to speak. Can you please turn on your mic for me, please, Santa Barbara?
I think he's.
Yes, please. Hello, good evening, everyone. I'm so sorry about that today. I'm just a little bit sick because I got the headache and I got coughing and then little fever too. So brothers, any moment I'm with you guys, I feel wonderful because when we talking about Africa, when we talking about the connection, that's something great because we talking about my roots. So the last time I was in the Venezuelan embassy, who Trevor Prescott was inviting me, the ambassador of Venezuela was inviting me at one meeting. We was talking about the Caribbean and also we was talking about Africa. Right now in the Caribbean, we have a big problem. What I said, a big problem. Yes, in the Caribbean we still free, but we not feel the freedom. When I say we not feel the freedom, we feel in the Caribbean we're free. Okay, we're talking about the freedom, but we feel we still living with the oppression. We feel we still depend with another country. What I said,
Which country is that you depend on? America?
not only
France?
America,
France?
England, all these European country like American, British country, and also you understand me. So,
Yeah.
example, when you take a Caribbean, I never say it's everybody. When you take a Caribbean example, you say what you prefer? You prefer to go in the Caribbean to see what's going on, to say, no, man. I prefer to go in UK. I prefer to go in America because there is this is that is this is that. Okay, another thing in Barbados right now,
Hmm.
you have basmati rice. Example I just gave is a rice coming from in America.
Hmm.
You see, if America don't send basmati rice, everybody feel bad. I was
Hmm.
give my proposition to the PM, to the MP. I said all the Caribbean
In which
country
country?
can live together. I said all the Caribbean country can live together. What all the
Hmm.
Caribbean country can put together to have the one economy. Because
Yeah.
Jamaica can make a lot of things. Guyana can make a lot of things. Haiti can make a lot of things. Another Caribbean country can make a lot of things. I don't see the reason we still depend on this country like America and UK because we got the own potential. I remember after the World War II, for example, when Germany, when France, when Spain, all this country was broke, all together come together, then create one currency, the euro. You understand me? And this
Yeah.
currency now beating the US dollars. I said, if the Caribbean come together, use one currency. If the Caribbean come
The
together,
Curo. The
do
Curo, I call it. The Curo.
pardon me?
CURO. I have already planned the Curo. It is called the Caribbean Union Real
Exactly.
Organization. The Curo. The Curo. It is called the Curo. Caribbean Real Caribbean Union. It will move from the Caribbean community to become the Caribbean Union, like how you have
Exactly.
the European Union. So there will be a name change from Caribbean community to Caribbean Union to the CU, and it will be the organization will be called the Caribbean Union Real Organization, the monetary authority that will manage the currency, the Curo. CURO, the Curo.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So I said it's the better thing we come together. When we come together, we're strong. But I see that everybody give applause, everybody's clapping the table. But just for clap, but nobody not going to take this initiation. Nobody not going to do it. But brothers, and today the Almighty give me opportunity to speak French, English, Spanish, because my father from Cuba, I always say it. My father from Cuba, I mean, I can speak Spanish too. I know many things about Cuba. And I can speak English, I can speak Creole. That means it's time when somebody got all this potential to speak a many language like that. You understand me? You can
Yes.
give the message. You can motivate someone else to know where are you. Because right now we feel a situation to another situation we feel in the Caribbean. You know what's that? The people who bleaching the skin. I mean the person that feel comfortable with their own skin color. That's another thing I want people talking about it too. The person, the black one who using the project to make their hair come curly hair. I want people to touch that place because right now, this is the reason I said we free, but we not feel the freedom. You understand me? We
Oh,
free, we free, but we still live in like an oppression. You see, today people not feel happy because they're black. You understand me? People not feel happy because they got their hair like a black man. They're still using a project to come in a curly hair. That's something you understand me will make me angry. But
oh,
what is the solution? The solution is I want everybody keep talking because when you keep silence, nothing is gonna happen. And I never see somebody use a violence, no. But talk, speak with each other, make each other feel you're pretty with a dark skin. Your hair represents you. You're not supposed to put another project to make your hair come curly, whoever. Your afro hair is a beautiful hair. You got a story. I want everybody to feel it because since now if somebody forgot your story, you're ready to repeat the same story again. Because right now, I feel many Caribbean youth like me start to forget the story. And the moment you forget your story, you forget where you're coming from.
I
On the day
understand.
you cannot repeat the same. So I don't want that happening again because me, soon when I got my children or my child, whatever I got, I gotta let you know where you coming from. What is my story? What is the reason I am in the Caribbean? What is the reason this happened and this happened and this happened? Because it's my job, it's your job, it's everybody's job to put together to make people remember where you're coming from, to keep your story. When you got your story, you feel proud of it. When you feel proud of your story now, of your history now, you can see everything can change. So this is what I want. I want the union of the Caribbean, union of the African country. When you got that now, we're strong now. We're not dependent with
Caribbean
nobody.
Union, as we call it, the Caribbean Union.
I need the union of the Caribbean. So one together, when you come in one together, we're strong. But when you one by yourself with fighting, you're not strong anymore. Together we're strong. The same thing what my flag said. The union is the strength. The Haitian flag said the union is the strength. When you come together, we're strong. But by yourself, you're fighting, you cannot do it by yourself.
Not at all.
But,
Definitely. Before, I would like to ask, I've heard some news coming out of Haiti, that is very concerning. I've heard the thinking is like, how can we get a stable government in Haiti? Because I heard the hearing on Facebook from a Haitian that I connected with from a brother here, Confidence knows him, which is brother Gunganja never die. And the young man was saying that he wished he had a stable government like what we have with the Prime Minister Andrew Holness here in Jamaica. But so what's he thinking like? Is it thinking for the Haitian people to leave Haiti? Because just today, I heard, it was today or yesterday, we have around about 20 Haitians came on a boat to Jamaica, but because of the political party that is in power, it is a conservative party that it is looking in the mind of the government to give its people, what should we say now? It is looking to create enough jobs for all Jamaican citizens, which I understand the policy, and not just that, but the Minister of National Security, moreover, the Minister Horace Chang, was saying that, it's national security interest. I understand the government position. However, I would have to screen Haitians because there is an agreement within United Nations to take refugees and persons which because of political and social and economic and political violence and hardship in their country, which is the Haitians people, into Jamaica. We would be advocating here as a advocacy and group here at Royal Kingdom Empire Movement Limited to advocate for the rights that convention that is with the United Nations to be enforced, that the government honors their international foreign policy commitment with Haiti to take Haitians into Jamaica, not because it is a conservative political party in war that seeks to put its citizens first and protect the interests of the national security interests of all Jamaicans, because here in Jamaica the crime is going down and down and down by the day. Less people are dying in Jamaica. The Prime Minister said no more guns in Jamaica. Anybody who is a gunman is going to die. Is going to get everyone killed. Every single gunman in our country is going to go into their grave or they go to prison. That is a policy proposal of the Jamaica Labour Party, which is a conservative party. I understand it very well. However, there is an agreement with the United Nations to take Haitians into Jamaica to any nationality. We were having that time when some Honduras people was taking boat coming here to Jamaica. And just the other day, just up in this year, we had some Cubans coming here because the mindset of the Cuban people is to leave Cuba and come to Jamaica. But it's just because it's a conservative party in power, that is why they don't come. If it was a liberal democratic party like what is that Barack Obama was the head of, they would have come. If it was a liberal party, liberal democratic party, they would have come, definitely, because liberalism is the opposite, the total opposite of conservatism. Liberalism is a total opposite of conservatism. Conservatism is to cut back, cut down on crime, cut down on inflation, do things in a more conservative way. But liberal does practice some level of conservatism, but it more likely seek to liberate the people financially, economically, socially, in every area of life. You know, if anybody, you know, that's the same thing. If you notice the politics in America, when the liberal Democrats was in power, they had an open border policy, and when Donald Trump took over, he closed the southern border. And the same thing in the northern border, especially the southern border. So you can see that the liberals open it and the conservative close it, but not to just open the border, to let Haitians come in. 11 million, we would not have 11 million people alone. We would have how much? 11 plus 11, that's 22 million people from 2 countries coming flooding Jamaica, into Jamaica. If we go, well, we would have to do it we would have to check out the people background, because that's why we're raising up a new political party, because the conservatives are in power, and we need a liberal democratic party like what is in the US to protect the Haitian people and the Cubans which want to come to Jamaica. But because Prime Minister Andrew Holness goes by a conservative view of our political party, which they are the conservatives. The same thing that is in America. They are the conservatives of Jamaica, the Jamaica Labour Party. So it's the same thing, same policies like America. No, it's just that the Jamaican experience have been more of slavery, where the people believe the country should be practice socialism more than capitalism, because they were worked out on plantations, and up to in the 1930s, 1938 riot, you know, these white people were working them out as like slaves, paying them little or nothing. So they want socialism. That's why they're fighting so much for it with the People's National Party. But they have not won the election. So from once we can raise up a new party by now in 2030 and become very wealthy, all of us become very wealthy, set up a lot of businesses, cooperative societies, industrial and provident societies, with this trade on the foreign exchange market, do FX trading, all different types of business activities, business opportunities, with investment opportunities, we can become very wealthy.
Okay.
Definitely. We need definitely.
Okay. I think we could close out now. Prince Yakubu tuned in, but he dropped in. I'm gonna upload this to YouTube, and I'll see who else we can get on. I have to reach out to other people. I'm tired. I've been up since last night.
Oh.
So man.
All right. What you do for be confident, send me your YouTube channel, which you will be uploading it to, so that we can support and subscribe.
No, it's hard. It's just to document things. It's we have governments and things that will be able to document it. I just have to I'm tired right now, so I just have to figure out how we're going to do this, because like a lot of our headquarters are in Nigeria. Then there's other people in Sudan, and so people who might want visits. I have to figure out how to connect everyone in a timely manner, because setting up this Jamaican government is one thing, but people have governments and their own objectives that they're trying to accomplish in real time. So I have to connect with, people. That's my job. But
so in other words, you have to share your time and resources with all.
Yeah. So I'm designating Brother Trevor to join your forum and to keep everything in order, because he has a lot of people relying on him to get the stock market going. And if he connects with Jamaica, it's a wrap, because that's Central Africa. It's they're all good.
Definitely.
So I don't know. I hope Nigeria will participate. Our contacts there, but we're going to work on it anyways. Even from the USA. So all right, I'm closing out. But this was a good call. Thank everybody for their time.
Yeah, and just send me Brother Trevor's number concerning the stock market to my WhatsApp, that I can reach out to him.
Okay, I'll